I'm Mahima Singh, and I'm excited to share my this employees management system project. And basically, this project handles and tracks the employees information within an organization. And we can for this project, I have used React for the front end, as well as Node with Express for the backend, and MongoDB as for the database. So now, first of all, I'm going to explain you the live demo of this my web application, my this web page. So let us see. Let me run this once. Npm run dev. Okay. So let me run, and I'm going to show you all this. Okay, I have already. Fine. So now I'm going to explain you the live demo of this, how this application works behind. Okay, so we have here the login page here. So as soon as the user write their username along with the password, it will, on the successful login, it will redirect us to the dashboard page. And the dashboard page, where it gave us a message here, the welcome admin panel. Then we have a nav items here, like nav item functionalities like home, employee list, the user, the logged in user name itself here, and the logout functionality for this item, for nav item, for to clear the session. Now let's go to the employee list. As soon as I navigate to the employee list, here we can see that, let me shift my image of video here. Okay, here we can see that there is a table. This employee list basically consists of a table, and this table has the list of employees. Here you can see in the action column, here we have a delete as well as edit option. So if we wanted to delete any of the employee, we can click here to delete the employee, as well as edit if we wanted to edit or basically update some the existing, like if you wanted to update here, suppose if I wanted to update this Savita's profile here to HR, so we can update, I can click on this update here, or and we can I can, like, suppose, okay, first let me tell you all, first let us create one employee, and then we are going to see this update and all. Okay, fine. So as soon as we'll click on this create employee button, then we are directed to a form here. This will direct us to the employee create employee page, and here we have a form. So we need to fill the form. Suppose if I am filling a form and I am writing here form, let me write here the email. Okay, gmail.com. Done. Let me write the mobile number, any 10-digit number. Okay, 10. Let me write like this. Let me select the designation. Let me it be manager, female. Let me have MCA. Then, okay, for the image, let me select the image. For image, I will go to my desktop. In my desktop, I have one. I'm going to search Dealstray, a Dealstray logo image. Okay, I'm going to insert this here, and as soon as we will submit this, now we need to submit this. As soon as we will submit this, it will pop up with, you can see an alert message here that form validated successfully. Okay, and then we have employee created successfully. So our employee is created successfully in the, we can now visit to our employee list. Let us navigate to the employee list, and we let us see that is our employee Adhya created here. Okay, already I have created Adhya. Again, I created Adhya with the Adhu here. We can see the Adhu email and manager here. So it is created, and we did it. Okay. Now the next thing, this is how we can create an employee, and also we can, if we wanted to search anyone, any of the employee, we can put here. We have a functionality of this search. We can search them by the email as well as by the name. Suppose if I wanted to search here kiss, If I will write case, we can see that Radhe Ma's is already sorted here. Okay, it's filtered, and we can see this Radhe's Ma, this with the unique ID and all. Okay, we are done with this. Now let me refresh this, and what we are going to do is, now let me delete once and show you all what is happening behind the scene. First of all, let me delete. If suppose if I wanted to delete, I have created Adhyana. Let me delete this Adhya, this Adhu email one. Okay, we are deleting it. It is deleted. Now let me show you all. We also have an update where we can we can edit the employees detail. So here we have Adhya, which already exists here. So if I wanted to edit it and I wanted to make Adhya as a manager here, and let me update this and see, just let me remove this. Okay, employee update successfully. Okay, done. We made Adhya as an change. We have updated Adha's designation from HR to manager. Yeah, it's done. So this is how this our web application looks like. And last, we have a logout here, the logout button or item, nav item here. If you will click on this, we are directed to again to our login page. So this is about the live demo of our application. Now let's move to our VS code, and I'm going to explain you all everything in detail. So here you can see here that this is a deals tray project, and we have a front end, as well as we have two directories, two main directory, that is front end and the server. So the front end, this will handle all the UI, what we will see in the UI, the browser. And the second, the server side, is for the backend purpose. I have written the code here for the backend, how the backend works, what are the components, and the what are the folders, what are the components inside the backend to handle the backend part. Okay, so now first I'm going to tell you about the front end part. So this front end has the src folder. This src folder contains all the source files. So we have a component here, the component folder. We have page folder, pages folder here. So the component have the header, the component folder have a header component. So this header component basically have the links to navigate. We can see here the links to navigate, as well as it has the username. It has the username, the logged in user, which we see, like suppose I have logged in with Mahima. You can see in the header section there the Mahima was there, so the logged in username will be there. So this header component has that. Then we have the pages. Inside pages, we have the pages component. We have the dashboard component employee. The dashboard component is basically, the dashboard component has the header section, as well as the dashboard component has this welcome admin. It will give us this welcome admin panel. Then we employees component basically creates the employees, and employees, it also it creates the employees. Then we have employee edit, which component, this employee edit component will edit or update the existing employees information. Then we have an employee list, which will display us the list of the employees. Then we have login jsx. This the login component. This login component will is basically for the user authentication and all that, for the login. And we have app.js app dot, this is basically for the route. This is the main file application, we can say, for the routing. So this route file is for the routing. And then you can see it has used a router here, router dom. Okay, then we have okay, we have index.html. this index.html is the main the main entry point for this application. Okay, so now let me explain you all one by one. So this for the form validation and for the form validation and the submission, see this this create employee as well as the edit employee, they both these both components handles the form validation as well as the submission. As soon as the form is form is validated by the after the user input, after giving the user input, the what the this what happens is that it will send the the after the validation, it will send the data to the backend API using the fetch API, and then it will give us the response accordingly. See, we can yeah, so this is about this, and for the form validation and all. And if you talk about this edit one, so both it they both handles the form validation, this component, this employees component as well as employee edit component. Then we have employee list. So the employee list basically here this employee list basically it displays or it fetches us the the employees data. It uses, here we can see here, it uses the Axios as well as use effect to fetch the data, to fetch the data, to fetch the employees data. And then we okay, login I explained you all. Okay, so let me tell you about the routing first. So now the here the routing one, if we talk about the routing, this path, the slash path here, it will it basically takes you to the login, the it will display the login page, and for the user authentication and all. Then this is this dashboard, it will displays the dashboard with the navigation items and all. Then this employee list will displays the list of the employees. Then this will the slash employees, this will display the, or we can say it will create the employees. And then we have edit, we can this will direct us to the this will direct us to this employee edit, where we can edit and update the employees information. Okay, so we are done with this. Okay, for fetching, I told you, okay, for fetching we are using this employee list uses use effect hook as well as Axios. And okay, we are done with the front end part. Now if it let's go to the back end part. So the back end have a controller, the middleware, these are all folders, and then model and routes and index.js. Now the controller, what does the controller does here is that let me put it here. Okay, if you see the controller basically handles it handles the logic, so basically it contains this controller basically contains the logic and handles the request, we can say. So what happens here is, you can see here we have get employees. So what happens here is that this function, this get employee function will it will basically retrieves all the information, all the data from the database, all the employees data from the database, and it will give back to the client. And then we have update, same way we have employee get employee ID and all. So the next is what the middleware. Now what does the middleware, why I've made this middleware component here. The middleware component is basically for the user authentication, and it basically it serves as it serves as for the for the we can say for the JSON web token. And then we have a model here. The model is basically you can see here, it's basically the schema for the database, Mongo's database. So it's basically the structure of a data, the employees data inside our database, that MongoDB. We can see here the name, email ID, and mobile, Zender, and all. And then we have routes. So here the route is the this route is basically for the API endpoint. This employees route component is for the API's endpoint. We can see here that for we can create the we can this the router.post, what does it do? It creates the it as soon as the user gives the input, it will validate, and it creates new employees into the data, it's and stores into the database. And then get we can with this the router.get, we can retrieve the data. We can this basically retrieves the data and send back to the client. Then we have this ID. This ID is get router.get, this specifically this ID, get ID by employees by ID, means this is specifically, this is fetching the specific ID, employees ID data. And then we have this update employees. We can here the employees we can update or modify or make changes in the employees list here. And then delete will basically delete the employees from the database. uh, okay, so and then we have index.js. Now this index.js basically it setups the express and it connects to the MongoDB. So this is about this. Now so I would like to wrap up now my explanation. And we can say that this this front end, this strong front end using React, as well as back end, this robust back end, we can say we have used Node as well as with Express.js, um, has it has enhanced the efficiency to handle the employees information within an organization. And this way okay, and last I would like to tell you all that I'm very happy that you all patiently you heard me. And if you have any questions, I am ready to give you the answer. So you may ask me any question if you have. Thank you so much.